So typically we go through a lot of different questions of people asking why these cut so different and how do I even use these Savage sanding discs. They are a lot different than your conventional paper. If you're using any of the conventional paper that's not the ceramic property disc, you use a lot of pressure as you're sanding. You're creating a lot of unneeded heat that these don't need. They're gonna cut very aggressive for you. So the biggest thing to keep in mind when you're using these on a rotary grinder is it's not about pressure, it's just about consistent motion, and it's about little by little. They're gonna take off a lot more material than your conventional disc, but they're gonna give you that cleaner cut than your conventional disc, if that makes any sense. Some people have a hard time knowing what that means, and it's hard to know until you do it. So if you wanted to, we sell it all. I always tell people, don't be afraid to go pick up some conventional sandpaper as well. You're gonna understand exactly what I'm talking about when you do try cutting with conventional. You're gonna be using a lot of pressure. You're gonna see that 320 grit, and it's just a rougher, grittier cut, or I guess finish, that we would sand out, versus if you were using the ceramic, it's gonna be a lot quicker. It seems to pull out with 400 or 600 than your conventional sandpaper. But the biggest thing with it is not a lot of pressure. That's where a lot of polishers end up making the mistake, is they put a lot of pressure into their sander and they're creating a lot of unneeded heat. One, kind of ruining the grit factor of the sandpaper. You're gonna wear the pad out a lot quicker than you typically need to. And then on top of that, when you're using a lot of pressure on it, you're gonna be cutting way too fast and more aggressive than you honestly need to. Polishing, a big thing of it is taking off a little metal at a time, and these discs works excellent for going with a little metal to a lot of metal. It's just all about the pressures and figuring out what's gonna work for you with this. So if you are used to the conventional sandpaper and you pick this up, don't shy away from it right away. Adjust your pressures, adjust your speeds and your heats.